My friend and I are both advisors to the Emperor of China, and ever since China began to grow, we have seen things we think the country might suffer from. Our job is to point the Emperor in the right direction and lead him and our country towards centralization and glory. You are about to hear one of the proposals we made to the Emperor himself. Emperor, our country must adapt and support a new form of Confucianism called Neo-Confucianism in order to maintain our traditional values and social identity while expanding the empire. As we face threats from northern invaders, we must educate our people that filial piety is still extremely important. In addition, we should stress the existence of an afterlife, which can only be reached by doing moral and productive things in this life. As we continue to expand our empire, we will control areas with completely different cultures than ours. As we expand into Japan, Korea, Vietnam, our people will begin to synthesize with these people of different cultures.
Our Confucian identity may be damaged, and to maintain it, we must share our beliefs with the people whom we conquer. If we do not introduce our beliefs to these people, combine their beliefs with ours, and our Confucian ideals will become less important. The people of Japan, Korea, Vietnam must learn that our society should be based on a chain of relationships through duty and obligation to create order. But with increased trade due to expansion, we can expect people to stray from this idea. To make sure that people of our conquered regions do not fail to meet their social obligations, we must introduce the Buddhist belief that there is an afterlife. By telling people that their actions in this life have to affect their standing in next life will encourage them to be as productive as possible while fulfilling their duties through filial piety. By merging the thought of social obligations with the thought of an afterlife, we will be able to encourage everyone to produce and respect the social order. After bringing the people of our empire under one belief, we will be able to focus more on defending our northern border from steppe invaders. Because we do not have to focus too much on keeping order throughout the empire, we can put more resources into our military to protect our people. In addition, the overall attitude of the people throughout the empire will be positive due to peace, and more men will be willing to join the military. The steppe invaders. Merchants and trade. As we kept expanding outwards in our conquest to gain more land, we started trading more in between our country and outside of our country, and also started to have a cultural divide between the north and south and needed an easier way to trade and communicate with each other. Because of this, the Grand Canal was built and was used to supply the soldiers battling in the north against the steppe invaders, and was able to help merchants find a quicker route up and down China, making trade even more rapid. The Silk Road was also in effect for us, and we still continuously making a profit off of it. However, Emperor, there is a downside to the trading we are doing. As merchants become more self-interested in their own profits over the years, they will forget about their obligation to the country and will no longer have our natural virtues of family, as in the country, being first in their lives. The merchants are also rapidly converting to Buddhism religion, which contradicts our traditional values in every way possible. They believe in the spiritual world and not to use practical sense, but spiritual sense. In order to stop Buddhism from becoming a dominant religion in China, I propose that we combine a philosophical idea of theirs and a traditional value of Confucianism. Neo-Confucianism would be perfect, in fact. It involves both the Buddhism aspect of the afterlife and filial piety of Confucianism. By combining both of these aspects, merchants will not look to solely convert to Buddhism and will remain faithful to their country traditions and values of family obligations. As long as our family virtues continue to strive in our culture, so will our social obligation to the country. Because we think of our whole country as a family, if we have a strong filial piety mindset in the country, we will continue to serve our country. With the practicing of Neo-Confucianism, I think we can solve our problems, Emperor.